Okay, I actually have a clean enough room this time. Ignore the broom. There's no relevance to how long ago it got clean. Anyways, um, so the original idea was to have all the LEDs on this and then on both sides, and then these reflective metal things would come, and the LEDs would actually be, it's going to be a terrible video, tilted. So instead of coming straight off the sides, they would come and bounce off of this, and that would diffuse it so that you wouldn't see all of the individual LED dots on the side of the sword. I don't really think that's going to happen, but you can kind of see how it was meant to go. Oh, oh boy, maybe at some point I could just get a tripod or something. Nope, we're going to do this on the phone because we're bad at life. All right, so point is, I'm not gonna try to like get it on, but you see how that would have worked. However, and as I put my phone directly on my leg, so that it's just horrible. Great video to watch. This is the new idea. So it is a square of metal. Whatever. It's a square tube. So in that you know what? I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to leave all this in. Okay, so point is that there's one of the strips is on each side. Now, the diffusion I'm using is about 1/16 inch. Now, that's okay, but what I'm actually planning to build everything out of is these 1/8 inch pieces so that I can bevel it, glue it, and make it look nicer. There's an entire video based on how that's going to go, but effectively, like, if I can't properly bevel the edge, what I'm going to need to do is take a piece of the 1/16th, because that's heat moldable, mold that to the correct angle, put that underneath these, then glue those together, and then glue another piece over the top of the entire blade once it's the right width, and then that will look uniform because that top piece will be contiguous. And anyways, so there's a lot to it, but the LEDs, so that I'm not good enough right now to actually have completely built all the strip and programmed it. So the LED strip is actually just a purchase thing. That's why it can go to music. The entire thing is going to be powered off of this battery pack, which I could have designed, but I decided to get something like this because it's built out of literally all the components I would have built mine out of. So all I got to do is pop it out of this shell and safely reshell it into the sword, which is the part that's the part where having engineering classes is going to help, because this thing has a 3 amp potential which you don't want to touch. Point is that's going to be decharging and safely rewiring that part is going to be the one I'm the most careful with. Anyways, so the new idea is to put this on my leg again to again create just the best video. And okay, so one of the problems is that it looks better right now because there's these pieces of tape, and so that a lot of the LEDs don't immediately show right off the top, and that's not going to be there in the final product. You're going to be able to see them at every angle, but the idea is that I will have a blade that's a little chunkier, but there will be a circular tube of diffusion around the main one, and then around that I might baffle it once again, because really the only thing that properly diffuses light is distance from the kind of frosted surfaces you're seeing. That's where this diffusion is from. These are leftovers from a project at work, and they needed to be like, so if the full okay, effectively like this, 2 or 3 inches away. That's not really feasible for this, so we're gonna get some bleeding, but the more pieces of diffusion with air in between them, the better it should look. But in the end, you just need a certain amount of distance to get complete diffusion. I'm not going to achieve that. I can also turn down the power of the LEDs. There's a lot to go back over on this, but the point is, this is a 5-minute video. Doesn't matter, not editing it. Alright. Okay, so we got that again. The cool part for me is you can experiment with ideas about how you may twist this around to see more or less of that. But again, the idea is there'll be a circular tube and maybe one more piece in there, as many layers as I can get to kind of make it look better. And just for fun, there's a lot of stuff in this room setting it off right now, so it's not going to go to the beat as well, but as you can see, this would be the dream, but you know, that's what's happening. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot to be done yet, but basically the biggest thing is making the blade look cool, and after that I will just figure it out. What fun.